so that your skin would never feel the need to hydrate. Even if at like 4 o'clock in the afternoon after you put it on in the morning, maybe some of the foundation or some of the makeup you put onto your skin starts to make your skin look a lot older or wrinkled. This takes all that away, creates a beautiful platform. I guess we're moving on to the next hydrozone.
I will update everyone. We have hundreds and hundreds of you in the ordering process. I will let you know that most likely will end up selling out. I can't believe it's $19.95, and I can't. I've never seen the full size, the 1.6 ounce of the Smart Hydration Day Cream and the 1.6 ounce of the Smart Hydration Night Cream anywhere near this value. To give you an idea, the night cream alone, I want to say is $62.95. You're getting the night cream and the day cream for $39.95, where it all started.
So Lynn, this is a
shipping.
2 for 1. It's not 2 different products.
Oh, it's not.
This is new. This is night and day. And you're getting 2 of them.
Oh, wait.
Yes, this is new, Lynn.
Yes.
Lynn, we formulated one cream night and day.
In one.
And you're in one, so it doesn't matter anymore. We only have 2 products in this entire brand: a night and day cream.
It used to not be that, right?
Of course not. No. It used to be 2 different ones. This is new. This is the Hydrozone updated, where you only have to do one. And now we're doing, when one is even more than $39, right now, if you can, we're doing 2 for $39. That's what's so incredible about the offer. So if there's any serums left and you've had issues with patchy, dry skin, or you've never found the ultimate moisturizer in your life, I don't care if you're spending $400, this will outperform that $400 face cream if you're looking for moisture. There's in the world, when you find something that allows nature to dominate in a desert, in the driest of all climates, and you can take that sugar that's found in these plants called trehalose and synthetically make trehalose 2 alpha, which is what we use, and we can put it in a cream and in a serum, that's it. And once you put on a perfect moisturizer, everything else you put on your skin is going to outperform. Why? Because your brain tells your skin, the minute you put on any product, absorb moisture, absorb moisture. We're made 75% of water. So it's natural that the brain tells the skin, put on a firmer, it's going to first absorb moisture. Put on a night cream, it's going to first absorb the moisture. That's the first thing your skin does before it does anything else it's supposed to do. Here, if you use this as your base, not only will you have incredible hydration, perfect moisturization throughout the whole day, because we have different things going on behind the skin. There's different sebaceous glands working at different levels. You're going to overhydrate here.
Dry patches, oily patches.
Exactly. Why should you think about that? You don't understand what's happening below the skin. What's great about this is that it maintains hydration.
It regulates the hydration all day long.
Crazy.
And it's like when you have a painting and you prep that painting first, that canvas, so that you can work with the other paints on it. You can either put on something afterwards or not at all. This will get your skin completely, what is the word for where it's always the same all over?
Consistent.
Thank you, Lynn. Thank you. Consistent. That's exactly the word I was looking for. Yes, where the skin is consistent. I have an oily T-zone. I never had what you call a consistent skin. And I'd wear a little powder, and maybe several hours later, I'd notice my nose was a little more yellow because of the powder, because the oil, and the rest of the skin looked even drier. Never anymore. I don't use a foundation at all. So it's something that you will find that might just change everything you've ever done, and it won't take away from anything else you're using either. And you can use whatever you normally use.
And I love, Amanda, that it's a day and night in one.
Right. Yes. In one. And then your serum really is a day and night too. If you need extra hydration, if you need deep hydration, we only have 2 products. And it's what my grandmother, who you met, Elsie, that she used to use before putting on Royal Elixir or before putting on Black Rice. My mom has always consistently never not gone without using this as a prep, as a pre, because then she knows that her face is consistent, it's regulated, it's super hydrated.
I won't look patchy in some areas.
The fact that she doesn't use a foundation anymore since this product was put on her skin. Right. We never designed it that way. Nope. It's just what happened when you're perfectly hydrated all the time, and that you don't have to think about it. If you are already perfectly hydrated, you don't need to worry about it. But I don't know a single skin out there that that has that ability. And when you can slowly release hydration where your skin needs it, when it needs it, that's what else do you need?
And Skip, question, isn't it true that the fastest way to really show aging is dehydration? And that is why,
It
right?
accentuates aging, right?
Yes.
It shows it. It shows it much faster. It shows it.
Certainly one of the ingredients that shows it.
Yeah, I mean, hyaluronic acid is there to help to plump the skin and hold moisture onto the skin, and we're developing that all the time as human beings. But I think that when you see something dry, it's like a desert, right? If you can give it that plumpness, that drop some water onto the desert, you see things everything's starting to look so much better. What's great about the cream is that it works occlusively, and it also shields so that you don't lose moisture.
Yes.
The serum doesn't do that. The serum goes much deeper into the skin and works from within. A cream will work occlusively, and what I love about this day-night is that it actually creates this sort of
like a barrier,
of moisture that doesn't allow the moisture to dissipate, to leave as fast as it normally would. So in combination, if you can get the two creams, I mean, it's $19 for all three of them if you separate if you break down, right? $19 for a serum that's like $70 or $80, $19 for each one of these creams.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
Well, it's normally over $60 for one. Just to kind of give you an idea, new innovative, that it's not, and I like that it's not two different jars, day and night, it's all in one. And you're getting two of those, right? Yes.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, I was just saying you're 100% right.
Okay.
It's so simple.
And just
There's
quick
no
update
guesswork.
on the on the hydration on the serum. I have 180 left. So there are hundreds, and no wonder at $19, same thing with these. No wonder these are gonna be sold out in just a few minutes. It really is like magic. I'll never forget the very first time that you launched the Hydrozone here at HSN, and you brought in the plant, and you said, Lynn, you're never gonna believe, once I put this, it looked like a dead weed to me, what's gonna happen to this when I put it in water? And then Skip went into the science, which, well, you know, obviously lost me, but I thought, this is genius. Like, it knows where to find where it needs to go. Everybody's skin is different.
Right.
It is crazy wild.
I know.
It's crazy to watch nature wanting to survive, needing to survive. We all have that natural instinct. But when you look at a plant that looks like a tumbleweed
and dead, too.
and that if you touching it, it breaks off. All these break off.
Dry.
It acts to save itself like it's dead. But the point of that is that it's so light, and that the short root base pulls itself out of the ground and lets the wind, bring it to where it has to go.
Live up to 50 years.
50 years without water.
Yes.
And then what do you get?
Wow.
You get this.
It blooms and looks like a whole nother thing.
And we're putting real trehalose 2-alpha in the serum, in the face cream. And that's what makes this product so unique. This product's been in our skincare line for 20 years. Since we launched skincare, we launched Hydrozone. 36,000 of you bought it day one. We've sold hundreds and hundreds of thousands. This is the evolution of the original Hydrozone. Now with the stone plant, now with additional plants that we have found that also mimic the same thing that Hydrozone, that the Rose of Jericho does. These plants in nature that have ways of maintaining, holding, shielding themselves with moisture. Because at the end of the day, water is the most essential nutrient for our skin, for our body, for life, for Earth. So we've taken a lesson from Mother Nature again.
And I remember a customer writing in and saying that her face bloomed like the Rose of Jericho. And I thought that was such a great visual. Her face just bloomed. And this is what will happen to you as well.
And if
there was a glass of pure water. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
That's okay. If somebody is thinking, okay, this is smart technology, it's going to go in, it's going to know where my skin needs hydration, it's going to be different on everyone. How is it that your skin, I love that example, Amanda, that it looks like your skin blooms. It really does. It's like it comes to life. But how does it not get oily in certain areas or overhydrated? It's amazing. It's wild because your skin just feels like a baby's bottom when you use it.
Yes.
But that's a mistake most people make, and the misnomer is that they think oil your overuse. What happens with an oily T-zone is that your sebaceous glands are overactive. It doesn't mean that your skin is hydrated. That's the problem, is that we confuse your overaction.
Oil with hydration.
Your overaction of oil production with the skin's natural need for moisture.
Exactly.
So I think that my mom puts it on all over the face, even though she has an oily T-zone, with no fear whatsoever, which most people wouldn't
and
do.
it's not oily anymore. I don't
Correct.
know how it works.
Because if it doesn't
it's
need
too
it, it
smart.
won't release it. If it needs very little. So say that most of us work this way. We feel our skin is super dry. We know that we find an incredible moisturizer out there that we're willing to spend $150 because we've never felt our skin so soft from the moisture, right? But we put it all over our skin. And then a week or two later, we start to notice some issues in areas where we didn't need such a heavy moisturizer. Here, this product releases it where your skin needs it. So
and
it
how
is
much also.
Yeah, and how much. So
incredible.
You have set up a perfect platform to do anything else. When you want to put a firming serum on, you're going to get the firming to work even faster because your skin is already perfectly hydrated. It's not stealing the moisture from the other serum to get that work done. Just put this on first. You'll see it get absorbed immediately, and then you put on anything else you have at home. The beautiful thing about this is that there's no fear. Don't give up anything at home. Don't give anything up at first. Just put this as your base. And if you're really in love, maybe you can give something up. Maybe you can save money in different ways by limiting the amount of products you need to use. My mom eliminated a foundation. How great is it to wake up in the morning and have the confidence not to need a foundation because of a perfect moisturizer?
And Amanda, you credit that to Hydrozone, right? When you originally started? Not having to wear a foundation.
I do, because before then I had to wear foundation to even out my skin. This actually made my skin even, consistent. Thank you for that word before, Lynn. Gave my skin a consistent look. I don't know how it works. As I think, here I had this oily T-zone. Now it's not oily. How does that work? Well, I don't have a PhD the way this plant does. Whatever it does, it does it well. And so I do not ever. I don't even look at foundations anymore. Yeah. I don't need them.
That's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful.
And again, this is a magic duo, right? Because one goes much deeper than the other. And then what's beautiful about the cream is that it holds it on. It creates that barrier so that you don't lose the hydration. You don't just automatically lose it like normally you would with anything you put on, unless you create this moisture shield on your skin, which you don't feel. You just feel doing this.
It's so true. It's like that. It's a new bloom. I love that description. Here's what's happening. They're telling us we are very busy. If you can scan that QR scan, that'll be your easiest way to get through. We've never done the day and night cream. So each one is full size. It's normally $61 for one. You're getting 2 of the day and night cream in one for $39.95, and the free shipping and handling, and the opportunity to break up your payments over the next 3 months. So that'll be $13 and change. I know sometimes when you hear things like this is way too good to be true. Just get it home and try it once. Just try it once. If you're able and fortunate enough to be able to get the $19.95, still can't get over that. That's the serum, the 1 ounce of the serum. I'll get an update of how many of those still remain, and you can double it up. Again, that's where you're really gonna see and notice immediately even better results. I think we may have 40 of these left. I'm not sure, or they may be sold out. Yeah. Okay, now that's just about sold out. The day and night cream, I now have fewer than 1,000 to go around. Not surprised in the least. In this final 30 seconds, final thoughts. Who is this for? All skin types. Again, age, is there a specific age?
Lynn, if you want to ask us who this is for, I'm going to ask you, are they breathing?
There you go.
No fragrance, no alcohol. It is the most essential product for a skincare routine. I'm not saying it's the